Do you know what most people do when they say they want to grow their business? They grab a notebook or a planner, they write down a big list of big, shiny goals, 10K months, more followers, new clients, bigger launches, exotic holidays. And for about 5 minutes, they feel on top of the world. They've got this amazing vision board. And then they close the planner, and then nothing changes. And it's a bit like joining a gym and never going. You've bought the membership, you've got the trainers, you've told your mates you're getting fit, but you haven't actually done a single workout. And then you wonder why your business looks exactly the same 6 months later. The thing is, writing goals doesn't grow your business. Doing something about them does. I'm all for setting big goals. I set big goals. I love a good spreadsheet. I love a good vision board. I do it at the beginning of every year. I write what do I want in the middle of a bit of paper, and it has lots of arms coming off the side with all of the things that I want. And then I actually put that on the inside of a kitchen cupboard that's got my tea and coffee in so that I see it every single day. So I love a good vision board. But what I really love is traction. I love momentum. I love movement. And that doesn't come from wishful thinking. That doesn't come from me looking at my little bit of paper, my very colourful bit of paper in my kitchen cupboard every day. It comes from breaking down those goals into something that is actually doable. So here's how I actually do it. Every single week, I make sure that I'm setting myself tangible, trackable goals. And then I ask myself one question. How am I going to make that happen? So let's take this week for an example. My goal this week is 30 new YouTube subscribers. Not 3,000, just 30. It's manageable, it's realistic, and it's specific. And then I write how. How am I going to make this happen? What am I going to do that is going to move the needle to get me from 0 new subscribers this week to 30? So I'm going to record and I'm going to upload a YouTube video just like this one. That's going to help get me one step closer towards my goal, because actually it's no good at me asking for subscribers if they've got nothing to subscribe to. So I'm going to be consistent in posting content. I'm going to post on my other social media platforms. Did you know I have a YouTube channel? I'd love it if you go over and subscribe. Each week, I post weekly helpful videos. I post how-tos, top tips. You'll find it really, really helpful. So I'd love it if you could head over and subscribe. I ask people to go to the channel and subscribe. And what I'm also making sure that I'm doing is I'm actually asking people to subscribe. So at the end of this video, you will find that I ask you to subscribe to my channel. So that's three things that I'm making sure that I'm doing to move that needle to go from 0 subscribers to 30 new subscribers this week. But what is most important in this process is that I actually do the thing. I don't just write down the three things that I'm going to do. So I don't just write down, I want 30 new subscribers. Here are 3 ways that I can get it. I actually do the thing. And that's the part that most people miss, because they think planning is progress, but planning actually is only the prep. The progress only happens when you act on it. Now, here's the thing. I might not hit 30 subscribers this week. Maybe I'll hit 10, but I'll still go again next week, and I'll go again the week after. Because actually, even though I haven't hit 30 subscribers, I've still moved that needle. And those small numbers, they add up. And eventually, what will happen is I will hit that 30 subscribers, and I'll continue to hit 30 new subscribers every single week. And then what will happen is I will go over that 30 subscribers each week. And that's how the momentum builds. And that's how the confidence builds. And that's how your business will actually grow, by taking action one week, one goal at a time. Because the people that you see blowing up, they didn't just write their goals, they worked on them. And they also didn't blow up overnight. There have been many weeks beforehand of them showing up and doing the thing and not giving up just because they didn't hit that specific goal each week. So if you've got a list of goals written somewhere, maybe pinned to your wall, maybe sitting at the front of your planner, maybe in a pretty notebook that you haven't opened in months, go and have a look at it. And I invite yourself to pick just one goal. And then ask yourself, what is my plan to make it happen this week? Because writing it down isn't going to change your business, but executing it, that will. And if you want help with growing your business with real plans, real assets, real results, then I would love you to subscribe to the channel because I share hints and tips every single week. Because around here, I don't just talk about growth, we build it one bold, intentional week at a time.